Ayaga yaga yow. Ayaga yaga yay. Drink some wine. Oh, well, I want meds. Yeah. Just there, I made some things are going around the world. In a Jamaica, in the Middle East, in a Brazil, in the US. Right now, I just want to feature Jamaica. Yeah. Country of my birth. You know. One place more near and dear to my heart. Most of my family them still there. Right. So like I don't know, like I feel like boy, me always over the years, me always there I look at me I say, yo, some things are going in the inner city now in the burbs, you know what I mean? Me's a mobile youth and you talk about some things that me see are going all Iron Shore and Westgate Hills and them places. What normally usually happen, them things are normally concentrated right in the garrison, you see me? But when you look, you know what I mean, recent events and stuff had me doing some soul searching and boy I'm go so up on my whole of one meds and I say, yo, first it's anger, you know what I mean, cause you be like why the place is like that and why the people and the youths them can't behave themselves and why the man them just have like this meds where it's disgusting, you know what I mean? People them a video this and the video that like yo what's wrong with the people them, you know what I mean? But I do some deeper reasoning with myself and boy it was quite revealing, you know what I mean? Because when sometimes when you do some inner searching you come up with some things, you made some things where you be like yo Jano, I'm a part of the problem. You know what I mean? Because you think back, from when you grew up as a youth and when you get a one opportunity for like, for lift up out of a place and, you go so boop and you lift up out of the place and, the things in where you do, you go as a far, you go foreign and, you try to make life for yourself and, you know what I mean, see how best you can help your family and thing, you see me? As you create a family and all these things and you start take on the foreign life and you start you have new friends and all these different things and when you look back back at yard and you say yo like yo why the meds and why the people are behave like this and yo thing they have Maya Angelou did do a piece and it was that piece that did tight, I mean me I was to send it to a few of my people and because she said when you do some soul searching and you come back, you know what I mean, and if you're being real honest with yourself, like the wickedest of the people in our society, like you have you can envision yourself with the possibility of being in that position at any given time, as crazy as it is. So I sit back and I say, yo, I'm all I want two meds and I go and do my thing and thing, you know what I mean? Pour some more wine. Me just have some Portuguese class and feel nice. It was stressful, but you know what I mean. Link up some new bridging today in a Brazil, so you know what I mean. All in the spirit is picking up this language, you know what I mean? Where half of my family now speak, you know what I mean? Well, I shouldn't say no speak. Half of the family's been speaking. So it's just a matter of I accepting and, take off the language, is it? But so back when me I talk about Jamaican thing. So when me meds the thing and Mr. Boy, me take full responsibility as a smarty from the diaspora per se, you know what I mean? And the reason why I take responsibility because over the years you find yourself I say boy, them money not no heads and boy me nah go back here son, me nah do that and me nah do that and yo me go yard, I hotel me I stay and ray cause the money them now hold no meds and ray, you know what I mean the usual everybody over here talk about and stuff. But me I tell her say yo I would do some reasoning and all a higher vibration and me I tell her say yo the meds did kinda ill because when I come back with after I meds, I come back with say boy, me is a part of the problem. And you know, us foreigners, quote unquote, are very much a part of the problem because what happened when you left the island, you live up off of the island, you know what I mean? Whatever. Me not say me was no kind of brainiac or nothing, but most of my people them live up out of the place, as in when me say most of my people in my bridge them live up out of the place, them are brain man, you know what I mean? Them man they take them books serious and thing and be it a scholarship, a scholarly scholarship or a scholarship for the run or play ball. You know what I say? Them man they get opportunity, them come up chance that they not look back. There's a few of them go back a yard, you understand? Most of we just stay here. You know what I say? So when we come here and we stay here, that is what you call brain drain. So me is a part of the brain drain. You know what I mean? I not say me is a brainiac, but I'm saying I'm a part of the system of this brain drain. And basically the people we could help build the island and put the island forward, we see a better way out and basically we took it, you know what I mean? So you know have it's not a lot of bridge in the yard right now where where kind of a part of the vision of the country where have plans on staying or don't at least once or twice or many other times, you know, kind of consider live up out of the place. Yes, I mean I say I'm lucky enough to actually meds with some of them youth there, you know, you have and actually meds some youth were in my family. You know what I say? I want big up Marlon Johnson, I want big up Sashane, you know what I mean? Big up them peeps, them want big up April and them peeps that you don't know things set and some other peeps, but you know, them are just people when me just hold a regular meds with a yard, you understand? And you know what I mean, you have Marlon, you know what I mean, music, you know what I mean, them one day in the streets I do them thing, you understand, as far as them on the scholarly, but them also have them beat on the streets and them on they have them the beat in a parliament, you know what I mean? My brother-in-law same thing. You understand them man they have them beat on the street and them know what go on. You understand? And it's like they're you know, them man make a difference, but like, you know, a man like Al Marlon take for example, them man they just mad cool, but at the same time, them man they serious, them man they are movers and shakers in the private sector world, and at the same time them have the plug in the house. You understand me? I said the House of Parliament and things. So, you know, not a lot of them people let down there. Enough of them fly out. Yes, I mean I say enough of them fly out. You always hear these things up. You know, the other day me hear a little piece of this brother, I mean I forgot which part, must say Scotland, him become the new dean of this university, this big time university over there. And he's a yard man. You understand? There's a yard man, a all them kind of place there, and you figure over here to, you know what I mean, in the States, like all over the place, Canada, you know what I mean, from all different aspects of life. You know what I mean? So, but what I try to get back to is when we live up out of the place, the people them we left back is the people them really not have the opportunity where we have. Them man they not have, you know, they might not be a brainiac like my friend them come. Me not take ownership or not, say me smart, you know, be. But like my friends, they're very smart, and a lot of these guys in yard not have them thing them. Me not say everybody, me just talk about the mass. You understand? We have a mass exodus out, and you leave a lot of people with brain drain upon the country. So them man they not have, and yo, the thing is with poverty, where there's poverty, you go always have crime. You know what I mean? An inner city life that no matter which part of the world you go. People ask me all the time, hey Satchel, where in America, where in Jamaica is safe to go? Where in Jamaica is safe to go? My response is with a question. Would you, if you had a tourist come from Jamaica, or from Brazil or Antigua and them place there, would you recommend them to go certain body areas in America? You'd have send them go Compton, you'd have send them go Patterson, you'd have send them go Newark, you'd have send them go some areas in Brooklyn. Crooklyn. You know what I mean? You have seen them go some areas of Harlem. You know, even Manhattan, you wouldn't send them certain ends. You understand what I mean? So, I always respond, say, every spot of them violence. Down in the very Jerusalem, the place where them say is the holy city, the man them a war right now. You see what I say? So it's like every corner there's you're gonna have crime, and you know, wherever there's poverty always breed crime. So I just them meds the boy me there I kick out, you know what I mean, and just thinking out loud, and me I say, yo shit, me never did know, say yo me a part of a problem. Clearly I am. But you know what I'm talking about, like, you know, just problem, no solution. You know, let's med some solution. So you're there right now, what you go do for fix that? Yo, want to say, find some organization, you understand, in Jamaica where you can help for put back. You know, my grandfather is a big time, was a big time farmer, and them man they plow up them land and them do them thing and them sow them seed and the thing them grow up and thing. And one of the things that he would do is he would put back in. So as you know what I mean, after him reap, him actually put back in at the earth, fertilize the earth for the next time. So what we go do, we left yard already, right? Most of we now go back, right? Nobody now, you know, a lot of people here don't have plans to go back. So what can you do? Invest back in the country. You understand? Invest back in the country. You know, you find some find areas, not just given to like a nursing home or given to a shelter and then with it. Like find things in that we can create work for people a yard. Like, you know you have heart trust, right? You have the heart trust where them do a lot of job training and these things. So any kind of organization like that you can find where you can lift up the people them, you know what I mean? You have a bag of people where, you know what I mean, we just need an opportunity, you know what I mean? Help give them an opportunity. If you link with nobody a yard and them have a local organization, go back in the garrison and help, you know what I mean, put some pumpers for some pitney, because them pitney potentially could one day, you know what I mean, them think for go the wrong way, and them members say, boy, I remember them, some people that kind of help me out and thing, yo, and that could be the guiding factor to push them a certain way, because I say, boy, I remember when people used to help me out when me did young, and boy, I want to be a help to somebody else and rare. You know what I mean? So the slightest of things can change. A small pebble can cause a wave, you know, so just think of a wave of positivity. You see? So, are them things that me did there all on meds, man, but you know what I mean? I just that. So, basically, what I'm saying is, when you look at crime and violence in the in countries, small islands, small countries, you know, third world countries, like Jamaica, for example, you always find that there tend to be a brain drain in the country. So in the country, you normally have folks that decide to move to a country like, so for example, America, England, Canada, for better opportunities, right? So they'll get a scholarship, they'll get scholarship for sports, a scholarship for academics, and they'll take that opportunity to move to first world country, and they typically stay, they don't go back. Rarely you have these folks like myself going back. So when you really, you know, and crime is normally attached with poverty, breeds crime. So what you have going on in countries like Jamaica, for example, third world countries, you know, is the lack of opportunity, you know, people, because there's a brain drain. We already said it, the smarts leaving. Not saying I'm one of the smarts, not saying I'm one of the smarts. I got lucky. But the smarts leave and the people that is remaining, not everybody, but you know, they're not as intelligent as those that left. So you know, their means of, they're not as what was the word that I'm looking for, they're not as innovative. They can come up, you know, of innovative ways of making a living. And you know, typically, I wouldn't even say innovation, because I wouldn't say innovative, because you know, they talk about the folks that the brain drain. They use their brain to make a living, right? Be it a doctor, lawyer, whatever. So the folks back home, they don't have that opportunity. So they don't have they're not gonna get the scholarship. They don't have the good grades and stuff. So they're left with menial jobs. And as the country get poorer and poorer, certain jobs move away, certain jobs just become redundant, and so do their positions. And many a times they find, with their situation, they're I wouldn't say forced, but they're encouraged to ease some of the burdens to move to a life of crime. So a lot of myself and a lot of fellow people from the diaspora of the Caribbean and other countries in the world that are third world, are considered third world, we typically look down on the folks in said countries and say, well, why can't they behave themselves? Why can't they just get a job? Not knowing that the situation that they're in due to the brain drain, which is a huge factor, right? So if we're being honest, and I was being honest, I did some soul searching and I came up with the fact that I was a part of the problem. So is the fellow members of diaspora, right? The diasporic community, because we left the country and we never put it back. I like to think of my grandfather. He was a big farmer, back in our community of Blemington, Newport, Mandeville, Manchester, right? So what happened is, whenever he reap, he would fertilize the ground. He would replenish the ground, the nutrients and stuff. He'll try and put it back for the next season. We are reaping, but we are not putting back. So we are part of the problem. So I don't like to just dwell on the problem. Some solutions. There's a beautiful organization in Jamaica called Heart Trust, right? Heart Trust is a very, very good organization. They do a lot of good work and they focus on job training. Situations like this, if you can find a way to donate to something like the Heart Trust, or donate to certain groups that are doing work with young people, adolescents, people that are in the inner cities where crime is prevalent, giving them opportunity to do better and figure out other means of providing for themselves and their families. A part of the brain drain is you bring a lot of the thinkers, the big thinkers, out of the country. Thank goodness we have a lot left in the country. Guys like my brother-in-law, like Marlon Johnson, hardworking people that are doing it, like his wife, and good friend of mine, April Johnson, just to name a few. Marlon Music, I can think about. Good guy, he has Marlon Music. He is in the entertainment world. He's in the private sector doing it, and also he has connections in parliament, so he's connected in politics as well. And he makes changes from the ground. He's not one of those to say, well, I want to be up on the mountaintop. He's like a ground organizer, and you have to appreciate people like that. So that's one of the issues. And some of the solutions, you find in a city. Donate to kids, give them, inspire them, give them hope, give them something to want to live, and live a positive life, and something for them to be encouraged, right? You talk about Montego Bay. You have the Thomases. These are people that are doing good work, be it in Kingston and in Montego Bay. So, there's the Ramses, there's a lot of people doing good work. And, just, it's not that everybody left, but it's just so unfortunate that there's a lot of people back home and they don't have the resources. So we need to, as a third world country, as a diaspora, help to give back to the third world countries of which we came, to help them to move themselves forward where they don't have to depend on a life of crime. So that is just pretty much what was on my mind. And after doing some soul searching, that's what I came up with. And I just felt the need to say it out loud. So these are my thoughts coming out loud. And that's just where that is. So eu estou pensando muito pensando. Eu acho, achando, eu achando sobre meu país, país aonde eu nasceu, é Jamaica. País é terceiro mundial, e crime e violência que uh, 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 transparando agora, né? Eu sempre achou pessoas juntos, morando em Jamaica, participando em crime e violência é muito mal. É muito mal. Eu não entendo porque eles faça isso, não é? Mas eu acho com como se fala, meu cabeça. Eu achando em minha cabeça, eu 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 achou o que o problemas, sim. Eu sou problema pro minha país porque eu morando nos Estados Unidos, não em Jamaica, pessoas como eu é muito, muito bom em cabeça, muito rico, estudantes, não é? Muito pessoas morando nos Estados Unidos e Canadá e outros países país e primeiro mundial para tínhamos melhor oportunidade para somos famílias, não é? Problema com esse é muita pessoa voar para o este país e não é muito pessoa em Jamaica pro assistindo o construir é muito boa país, não é? Mas pessoas ainda morando em Jamaica como a Marlon Johnson e Sashane e Thomases e Ramsey e pessoa April Johnson e Marlon Music é muito bem pessoa porque Marlon Music trabalhando em música mundial e trabalhando como se fala em negócio mundial e político mundial, não é? E não é ganhou pro ir parlamento, mas ele fica em rua trabalhando com um pouco pessoas, não é? Mas esse problema, tudo é país como é Brasil e Jamaica e outra países de Caribbean. Poverty na maioria das vezes crime e violência. Eu é muito hipocrita porque eu hipocrita porque eu quero que as pessoas que amam ser mundane levando a mais dreno cerebral, não é? Mas no, situação não é muito mal, sempre mal. Eu, eu quero falando com soluções, não é? Soluções é muito bem a companhia em Jamaica se chama Heart Trust. Coração Trust. Coração Trust trabalhando com pessoas juntos, o que quer, precisa, não, o que precisa, novo. Novo trabalho criativo, oportunidade para nós, pessoas juntos, ajudando eles para o vida da crime e violência. Esse é muito bom o que pessoas como eu em diaspora da Caribbean para ajudando a companhia com ajudando a comunidade o que precisa ajuda, não é? Como se fala? comunidade é interior. Comunidades do interior, preciso nós ajudamos mais, ah, mais agora, não é? Ah, esse é nós oportunidade para ajudando o país, o que nós nascemos, sim. Eu quero esse, pôr esse vídeo para ir inspirações para pessoas como eu para ajuda, não é? Para ajuda para o país do nasceu é Haiti e Cuba e TNT, Trinidad and Tobago, o Jamaica, o Bahamas, o Anguilla, o Antigua, o Bermuda, o Palestine, o Brasil, todas as pessoas, não é? Todos países, o que se chama conhecê-los, conhecemos a terceira mundial. Porque eu moro, eu e vocês moram em país primeiro mundial, o que é única oportunidade para nós para ajudarmos países em terceiro mundial, especialmente estes países, como se fala, é nós países, não é? These countries are our parents. We were birthed from these countries. Este país é nós país. Nós, meu filho, não, nós, meu pai, nós, minha mãe, não é? Esse país, o que é muito importante, o que nós para tentar pro ajuda se eles possam. Thank you. Ciao. Respect. We chat later.